This is a pre-order for 2 coffee cup readings that I received from 2 subscribers. The coffee cup readings are moving forward are $49, needed to be booked through my website. So if you'd like to have your own personal coffee cup reading done on a live, please go ahead and do that. $49 through my website and done before the actual live is actually up and running. I do also have a couple of other pre-orders that I'm going to have a look at as well. So we're going to have a look at that. It's a couple of pre-orders, and just bear with me, everyone. How is everyone today? Welcome, welcome. I don't know why my notes are not opening. Okay. Here we go. All right. I think we've just got pre-order from Moni. We've got Wolfie Baby Doll with 1 coffee cup reading, and we've also got Mystique with 1 coffee cup reading as well as a pre-order. And then we'll go into any, if I have missed any pre-orders, please let me know, and then we'll go into any other live super chats that we have here today. Okay, so if you do want to do a future pre-order for the coffee cup, you can do that on the donation page on my website, and I'll give you the link. I'll wait till some of you come in. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome. I will be also doing some pre-orders for some candle spells, but I won't advertise those until probably about a week from now. So if you do want to do a coffee cup, the pre-order for the coffee cup is $49. And anyone else who wants to do a donation offline as well, because YT and TikTok take 30 to 50% off all donations. So I'm just letting you know. Alternative. Do a shout out on arrival, everyone, a like on arrival. I can't remember exactly what your question was, Moni, about. Is it going to be a good for house for you, or are there good options in the future? Okay, I'm going to do Moni first, just so that I don't forget, regarding the house for her and her wife and family, future family. Is it going to be a good house, or are there going to be some other options? Hi, good looking, how are you? Yes, the coffee cups are pre-ordered, so you can do a pre-order for the next one. Because I have to prepare them and I have to know who they're for. And they're to be donated for on my website only. Okay, also the candles. I'll mention those in about a week. For those of you who are not on my newsletter, please subscribe to my newsletter, which is on my website as well. If you just click that link there, the donation link, you'll get a prompt to go onto the newsletter, and you can subscribe to that, and you will get a mail out around mid-month November for the candle spells, and those also need to be done prepared prior to the read, because there is some preparation with the spells, calling in spirit, doing some carvings also on the candles. I also read the candle wax after it's melted, so I'll be able to do that as well, and also channeling any messages that are coming through for that particular spell, but overall the spell itself and the candle is included in that particular pre-order. Okay, so let's have a look at the money and the house. Is this a good house? I feel for your money, it's going to be up to the neighborhood. I feel like you're going to do a big research there, and it's going to be a neighborhood thing. I feel like the neighborhood there may not be up to standard at the moment, but I feel like it could actually get better. I think your partner is really going to like it, and I feel like the house in question is a very good house. But it is a number 1, and a number 1 is solidarity. It can also represent new starts and new beginnings. It is not often the best number for a marriage or a family house. So a marriage or a family house can be a 2, 3, or 6, or an 11 maybe, or a 22 as well, or a 33. Adding up to those numbers. So I do feel like you're going to have a good look at this place. There could be something about it that isn't quite right, or you're not right to buy it right now, but you're definitely doing your research, and I think it's well worth it. I think it's in a great location, as in being near the airport. That's 100% sure, and because of that also, it's very good for increasing its value over time depending on its location. So you might also look a little bit further down the coast. I don't know why I'm seeing that. You might look a little bit up a hill as well. There could be a hill area that has a view as well. There's a lot of beautiful views in Oregon. I did one of my best house sits in Oregon. It had an amazing view, 180-degree view on a cliff overlooking the sea. It was absolutely magical. It was really, really beautiful. So there are quite a lot of, amazing views you can have in Oregon. You just have to find them if that's what you want. But the house itself looks good. It does look good. Will you be able to find something else? Yes, I feel like you will find something else. You'll find exactly what you want. But this is just the beginning of the road, I feel, for both of you to work this out, to find a path in this. And your partners and your whole relationship will be very happy there. You're going to be very happy there. I feel like you're onto a winning ticket. I feel like this purchase of a home is much better than purchasing a mobile home, or a semi-permanent home, because they charge you a rental fee for the site, and it's often the same price as a rent, and it's not worth it. You may as well just pay some sort of property tax. Land tax is a lot cheaper than paying for a site fee. You know what I mean? And often they don't really have a lot of amenities in those particular areas either. Yeah, in those particular areas, in those camps. Sometimes they do. They might have a pool or a clubhouse or something, but other than that, they may not. Also bear in mind, north of California and on the very southern part of Oregon is a very big, quite a big jail, prison. And you do get a lot of prison people coming to visit, prison families, members of families down there, etc. It's not dangerous, but it's just, could be a slightly, strange environment, having these people coming in and out, or actually living there nearby, etc. It could just also increase a crime situation. It's just near the border. It's just over the border into California. So if you're looking into California over there, there is a town there. I just forgot the name of it. But it's the only place that I could find a large swimming pool, like a big Olympic-sized swimming pool. And it was very, civil and tame and everything. But have a look for amenities. So you might be better off northern part of Oregon. I was in Brookings, which was absolutely beautiful, but it is quite remote and there's not really a lot to do there, and it is quite far from the airport. but it is a beautiful place. But there's a lot of beautiful places in Oregon. Even some of the towns in Oregon are gorgeous. Even the inner towns, not even near the coast, the inside towns are really, really gorgeous. So I would say, and it's, I think Oregon has a low tax, and it also has, I think it's Crescent City is where the jail is. It's in Crescent City, which is in California. It's just over the border, and there's some very pretty towns. I think I stayed once in Eugene, which was really nice as well. And in reality, it's not too much of a drive from the coast, and it has a beautiful atmosphere. There's also Salem as well. And I know that there's some people here on the chat sometimes who live in Oregon, so you can put in your information, you know, like what cities you like. There's also Newport, which is right on the beach, and Lincoln City. I don't know where the, and Florence. There's a whole lot of towns up and down Rockaway Beach. I think you were looking at, I did see it before. Was it Astoria or something else? It was near the airport. Yeah, but you've got a lot of scope there. So, but some places are just really tricky to get in and out of airports. Yeah. I'm not sure what airport you were nearby. Anyway, I'm sure you'll let me know. Okay, so let's move on. The first coffee cup pre-order we have is from Wolfie Baby Doll. Hi Michi, how are you, my dear? You're coming up next. Oh, sorry, not Michi. You're coming up. No, it's Mystique. Mystique's coffee cup's coming up next. How are you? I'll just put in pre-order coffee cups. And if you do want to do a super chat today, you can do a super chat here on the side on YouTube, or you can also do it through my website as well. Super chat live today for a question. Okay, as you can see, my wrist is still sprained. I don't know, these sprains are really tricky. They're very, very hard to heal, is what I'd like to say. Quite painful. Okay, Baby Doll. Wolfie Baby Doll's first up. There looks like there's a baby here, but it also looks like it's turning into a worm, and also a, I'll try to get a focus on that. Looks like it's got a baby's head, but it's sort of like a worm body or some sort of slug or something. So something might be feeling like it's going slow, and there's also a head here that's kind of split in two. So there could be some headaches or migraines or a split decision about two different things. There could also be an argument with somebody. It could be in your mind. It might not be in reality. It could be a mental argument or a conflict going on within yourself about two different decisions or two different things. Or it could be with an older person, because there's kind of like a skull here and a female face. So it could also, it could be with an older person. Also, happy Diwali for this, for all the Indians watching. We've got very, very good energy for this Diwali this year. We've also got a little rabbit's head here, and, or it could be also a little rat. So that's to do with fertility. It's to do with having enough. It's to do with money. It's to do with pregnancy or fear of pregnancy. There could be a fear of pregnancy at some point. This cup can go out for six months or so. There's also a beautiful dolphin here at the bottom, so it's saying that you are going to actually be having more fun. You're going to be rejoicing in something. Some sort of good opportunity is going to be coming up around you. So I feel like that is also on the cards as well. Something really opportunistic and good is coming up. More fun to be had. You might also go somewhere where there are dolphins. So I don't know if that's somewhere in the Gulf or somewhere else. I'm not sure. It could be on an island. It could be somewhere that I've mentioned before that you might do an internship. It could be an island like in the Maldives or the Seychelles or something like that. So that's definitely there. Could be a lot of fun there actually. I've got an N initial. N for Nelly. N. There's also a bit of a Buddha here too. So I feel like you're very divinely protected. I feel like you've got a lot of good energy. I also feel like meditation is also good for you. You could be meditating or finding a way to really tap into something. I also see a cat here. So it's almost like you're sitting in the middle of something here that is with weird things going on around you. There's a cat that's fighting with a bird. So there could be sort of an eagle fight. There could be sharp words. There could be intuition. I feel like one person is fighting more than the other person. It could be that there's words sent and the other person is just evil or is sending sort of bad energy into your direction. But you're kind of sitting in the middle here and you're just keeping your cool, keeping your calm. It's also the fat Buddha, the laughing Buddha. So it's also saying that there's some good luck here for you also with finances. I see two big ships here moving in the same direction. So I see that as you going in the same direction as somebody else or meeting somebody in parallel in a situation where you'll meet somebody and or you're leading parallel lives or you're destined to meet each other. There's just a very small gap between you. It could also signify moving by an overseas direction, going somewhere overseas. Could have an N initial in it as well. Could be moving overseas. The first name that comes to mind is the Netherlands. So it could be moving overseas. I'm also getting a tooth here. So you could have connections here with a dentist. You might actually marry a dentist. You could have some sort of a change, dent. Anything to do with teeth is change. And I've also got a camel here too. So it could definitely be somewhere in the Gulf, somewhere that you're getting a good offer. It could even be in Saudi Arabia. It could be in Oman. It could be in the UAE. But I do see there could be some sort of offer coming to you there that has money in it. So this time, don't go for the Dubai situation. Go for where the money and the package is. And don't settle for less, than what you want. Okay, there's a monkey here. Could also just signify somewhere where there's camels. And that can also be North Africa too. It can be Egypt as well. There's a monkey here, so it's saying somebody's monkeying around or there's monkeys, monkey forests. That reminds me a little bit of Indonesia as well, or Southeast Asia. So it could be an Islamic country with a camel, but it could be in a tropical environment, which will also cover the Maldives and the Seychelles as well. Okay. We've got a butterfly's wing here, or a butterfly flying in, depending on how you look at it. It's flying in to take something, some nectar. So you will have a sense of freedom. You will have a sense of communication. There will be some sort of freedom, communication, and flight taking off. I do feel like you are going to decide where you're going soon. There's also a bit of a faint devil face in the bottom of this cup, which looks sort of strange. So somebody could have their eye on you in a attraction way, an sex way. So I feel like there could be somebody that has their eye on you. Dark skin, darker than lighter, not wheatish. Darker than lighter. Okay, so let's have a look here. We've also got mountains here too, and a mountain range, Swiss Alps, mountains, volcanoes as well. Reminds me a little bit of Italy, just looking at that first up. And a mountain range can be the Alps that go through Switzerland, Italy, Austria. Not so much, I'm not feeling Austria, I'm feeling more Switzerland and Italy with this cup. And I feel like that could also be an opportunity somewhere in a mountainous region, in a beautiful place, a beautiful hotel. That could be the chapter 2 that comes up. That could be the split decision. You might go somewhere else first, then go somewhere else after. There is a nice offer here coming to you after. There's a big fish here. So this second opportunity has a big fish attached to it. Yeah, it's looking actually really good. There's a branch here that's branching off. So I feel like there's a tree with roots and it's branching off in different directions. One branch is not going to take you anywhere, and I think you know what that branch is. And the other branch is going to lead into infinite possibilities. But you feel like with the slug, you feel like things have been a bit slow. But once you do make up your mind, this split decision in the mind here, it will actually make a lot more sense to you. And things will start to flow. So let's do a wish for baby doll and just see what's going on. Some of you might also get a message through somebody else's reading in the cup. Is there anything underneath this? I'm seeing like a bridge. I don't know. You might get a job on a ship or an airline as well. That's unusual. That might take you further afield to sort of decide, you know, where you want to go. So you could actually get into the airlines or in the cruise business, in the cruise industry, and that kind of taps in with your background as well. So depending on if you like the sea or not is another story. I'm also seeing a face here with lots of hair. It's a male face. It looks a bit Arabic to me. Or Jesus, like you could have Jesus blessed energy around you. It looks like somebody with kind of thick, dark, curly hair, a fair face. Man with maybe a mustache as well. There's definitely somebody who's going to propose and look for you. So I would say keep that as your option, your best option. There's also a V here as well. And an N. So that can be the same person or two different people. Okay, so looking at the saucer, there's an eye of protection in the middle here. Looks a little bit like a teacup or a kettle, like a coffee pot or a Turkish kind of kettle. So something's about to turn itself over. I feel like something's about to spill out. I'm also getting a marsupial here with jumping legs, so there could be connections also to Australia. I would also have a look at Australia for your options as well. At least you're not going to get, you know, taken advantage of with contracts in Australia. Everything's fair trading. Yeah, there is a marsupial there, definitely. So I feel like something around the full moon, next full moon could definitely shift something between the next full moon and the next new moon following. So that's 4 to 6 weeks out. I feel like you would have decided your choices. And you've got two things here as well. One is fading away and one is more solid. So there's two options and choices. Somebody in the family is trying to tell you what to do or give you some sort of advice, but I kind of feel like you have to decide this one yourself. It's not going to be an easy one, you know, and there's options and choices. You have to get your resume out there. You've got to go to the fairs and the events to get the opportunities that you want and that you need. I kind of feel like you haven't done enough right now, and it could be because of Diwali, it could be because of the holidays, or it could be because of the family trying to keep you back, okay? So we've got Mystique. Mystique, I don't know if Mystique's in. Mystique is our second pre-order. Then we're going to go on to the live super chats here in the collective, in the super chat live stream. Okay. All right, so let's have a look and see for Mystique. Mystique, this is a really interesting cup, nice cup. Interesting indeed. I kind of feel like this is a bit of a phoenix rising. I feel like this is elevation. I also feel like it's a little bit like your hair's standing on its end, and there's a lot of influences here around you. Like we've said before, there's like a lot of people. There's too many people talking and too many people giving you their advices and kind of cordoning you off from things. It's like two and two. So it's like they're bailing you up. Have you ever been bailed up before by somebody? Like they get you stuck in a hall and you can't move and they kind of like just talking at you. That's the sort of feeling I'm getting. Underneath here we have a key, lock. So I feel like there's going to be a key to something, to getting out of this. I feel like there's going to be a key to your success and it will be presented to you. There is a snake's head on top of it. So it's about you being more sly, secretive, and keeping your business to yourself. I also see jealousy with a couple of cats here. I also see a three-way here too. Somebody's going to ask you to do a three-way with them. There's a lot of potential interest here with men who want to hook up with you as well, and they don't want you to leave. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 different lots. There are here some mountains accomplishments, success. You will pay off what you need. The top half is Australia. I feel like you're going to go far away. It's not that you're going to Australia, but I feel like you're going to go far away. There's also a shark here. So somebody's being a bit sharky. It's about survival and power, and that is about your survival and power. It can also be that you're going to live near the sea. And I've said this to you many times before, but it's never come up. You've never chosen a sea location. You've chosen Alabama and Texas, even though Texas is partly on the sea. But I see that more as the Caribbean or somewhere else. So there is survival and power here. So I feel like you are going to survive. You've also got the wolf here, which is being tenacious. It's also being calculating. It's being sly as well. I think you're doing everything that you need to do. I'm also getting a peach here, so it could be a Georgia peach, or taking a juicy bite out of a peach, which is like the sweetness of life, having more sweetness of life coming in. There's a little doxy here or dashhound following you. So it could be that you are worried about one of your children, or that you'll have a child following you later on, or they might go with you. This is quite theatrical. It's like a stage. It reminds me of Art Deco stages where they had all of those prisms of mirrors and things like that. So it could be that you do end up doing something in front of people on a stage. And that also looks like a curtain call. There's also a fish here, which is money. Could be that you do live mediumship, live blessings. You might hold a circle, do some sort of witchcraft in a circle, that type of thing, teaching, being on stage in front of people, doing some sort of couples therapy, couples magic. Down the bottom here, we've kind of got this huge, first it looked to me like an eagle. So that's intelligence, freedom, and higher consciousness, and being very elevated spiritually and using that, tapping into that. And also it's kind of gone into a heart. So it could be that your heart's desire is to be more elevated spiritually, and that's really what your plan is, and also what your desire is in this lifetime, is to elevate yourself to the stage to be recognized for your abilities and talents. So don't worry about what people think of you. Take the mask off. We've also got an Aries here as well. Don't worry about what people think of you, what the family thinks of you. If you can do that, that's good. If you can't, you can't. I mean, it just comes down to, you know, the brass tacks of doing it. And you do have the shark there. You know that if you stay where you are, there's not going to be much of an option for survival and power. You're going to be at the beck and call of everybody around you and your parents and all of these dusty men floating in and out. You're not going to get where you need to go because they're blocking your energy. You can stay there and you can do that and you can be happy with that and choose to be with the family. That's what I said. There's nothing wrong with this or that. It's just your choices and decisions. But you need to make a decision. That's basically it. Okay, I'm seeing a bull here, a very big bull, charging at this, okay? They're charging at that. That could be Spain. That could be something to do with Latin America. Could be something to do with the Spanish-speaking culture or location. Could be Mexico even, or Florida, or somewhere like that. Could be also a Taurus barging into your life, or trying to upset the apple cart, trying to get back at you for something. I don't know if it is an ex or a, you know, father of one of your children or something like that. But I do feel like there could be somebody trying to upset your apple cart. So you really have to protect yourself. I know that some psychic mediums don't feel always protected. I always feel completely protected. I'm very down to earth. But some mystics are, you know, that they attract all sorts of energy into their life. So you have to be very, very protected. And know that you need to protect yourself. You need to push through. You need to also be the Taurus and be stubborn and push through what it is that's holding you back. You need to find that window. There is going to be a window of opportunity here, and it's very clear. It's a very big window. It looks like a car window. It's a very big window. There's a window of opportunity here to move on, to get out of Dodge, to move on. And then that window is going to close. So if you don't do it in a certain time frame, you're just going to be stuck in the same old drama of where you've been. And it could be a dream to realize your potential. It could be a reality if you do it and take the steps to do it. So it doesn't really matter either way you go. It's not like in this life your karma's not going to, you know, carry on to the next life. It just means that you're just going to probably redo some of the things in the next life, or choose somewhere to go in the next life that's going to be easier for you to elevate and be able to do what you need to do. I've got a T initial, an O initial, Tony could be, TT. I've got waves, beautiful waves. Waves on the ocean. You're definitely going to be near the ocean. Look, this move could be a stepping stone. And I don't feel like it's in the US. I feel like it's out. You've got a love heart coming in here when you least expect it, when you've taken flight. So it might not come until after all of this stuff is sorted out. So do not look for love right now. It's not a good time. You need to find your location. You've got a heart floating in around you. This person's going to come in fast. I've got a VS and kisses next to their name as well. Might not be your usual type, but this person has got your best interest at heart, definitely. Let's do a wish for Mystique. Okay. Looks like a dinosaur. Looks like a dinosaur. Or a duck. Somebody's sticking their beak in your business. That's what it is. You've also got here a beautiful chili pepper or a capsicum. Something here is growing, and you're going to keep a lid on things. There could be a spiciness here to this as well. and whoever's sticking their beak in your business is going to get a spicy sort of answer from you, is what I'm seeing. But that beautiful, it's almost like a phoenix rising now, that image at the bottom of the cup. So that's really what you want in this lifetime, is to do the phoenix rising journey. And hopefully you'll be able to do that. Okay, so here we have another Aries. We've got Pisces as well, a fish. We've got a little duck going up along its way. So ducks are looking for mates. Somebody's looking for you. I've got the finger here, so it's sort of like you're giving someone the finger, telling them where to go. There's 3 women talking. It's almost like a harem. So it could be that you find out that whoever you've been talking to has 2 other women around them, or at least 1 other woman around them at the moment. Okay, I've got more fish and dolphins jumping, so you're going to have abundance and happiness and luck. It could also be that you create some sort of woman's circle, a woman's circle. It reminds me a little bit of the Middle East, actually, kind of like an Arabic type of vibe to it, like you would see in some cultures like in Dubai, etc. Maybe you will travel. You know, you could travel and just take off and do workshops and all sorts of things in different places. Maybe that's why I'm getting a lot of different places. There's also Bimini in just off the coast of Florida. Bimini is in Bahamas, and they have dolphin retreats there. And people often go there to host retreats and swim with the dolphins. So it could be that you end up, you know, with all this travel, doing a lot of, travel or moving around and doing some sort of teaching. But it's not going to be until you get a real traction with your followers, your networking, etc. Looks like we've got a hazelnut here. That reminds me of Italy. It also reminds me of it's a hard nut to crack. So, but once you've cracked it, you will be home and hosed, and it gives you a lot of benefits, nutrition, value. I'm also getting the words value for money. I'm getting somebody running here. Could be you running away, running a mile. I'm seeing 2 people running. Could be you and one of your children, or it could be your twins, or it could be somebody is running, actually, literally one of your children or 2 of your children could be good at track and field. I've got a V here as well. And I've got something that looks like a slingshot. So I feel like you're going to fire away. It's like you're going to defend yourself somehow. Yeah, from adversity. And adversity can just be mental confusion. It can be people saying things to you that are, not in their position to say. And the only way out of it could be to get away from them, to create a distance. There's a lot of celebration here at the bottom. So there's going to be a festive celebration here with females, especially girlfriends, cousins, friends, maybe family members. But there's a big celebration coming up. It could be a wedding. It could be something that you do as a collective together, like a collective group. So I hope you've enjoyed that, Mystique. That's your coffee cup pre-order. Hope everyone's well. Okay, let's see how we go, everyone. Okay, let's move on to the super chats in the chat. And let me know if you've donated offline and I can check that. Okay, let's move this to the side. All right. Okay, Michi, how are you, my dear? Collective pick a card, what's good's coming in? Oh, thank you. Pick a card, collective. What's good's coming in? How many? I'm getting five piles. Pick a card, what's good is coming in. 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for your 10, truly appreciated. Pick a card, collective, what's good is coming in. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick a card. What is good coming in? What to expect coming in that's good. Let's go for number 1. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Something is ending and beginning in a great way. Something that might have stagnated or been left unsaid is what I'm channeling. Also something that is old, outdated, been delayed. You might be getting rid of it, okay? That's the good thing. It could be somebody that's clinging, attached to you, somebody who is trying to take your energy, trying to use you for something. SEX could be somebody who is bound emotionally to you or emotionally enmeshed as well. Could be a Capricorn as a star sign, sun, moon, or rising. There's a lot of indecision here. Two ways. There's a two-way flow here, and you've been contemplating letting this go. It hasn't been easy, but you're getting the green light to go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's giving you sleepless nights. Well, what good do we have here with this number 1 reading? I think it's letting go and coming to completion with this nightmare. There's a nightmare that's been going on in your life, and it's like, yeah, you need to let it go to get the blessings. Okay, so letting go of the nightmare will bring in the wishes, wish fulfillment, overall abundance and luck will flow in after this letting go of the adversary and the thing that's keeping you trapped in that one situation. All right. Number 2, what's good's coming in for number 2? More money will be saved. Lots of more money coming in. There could be an opportunity with a contract, a marriage, a judgment, a legal dispute being solved or guaranteed, dissolved, cast down on, like it's a decision being made by a judge, for example. That'll give you a lot of strength. That'll give you more money. So there's money, judgment, and also good things to do with the law, contracts, work, money, etc. Lots of money, actually. Good vitality, sense of freedom, being the star, being seen as a star, being seen for your talents, being on show, being the winner. I feel like number 2 is the lucky winner, chicken dinner. It's been coming for a long time. It's been coming for a long time, and you've had a lot of patience. You've been praying, you're angelically protected, and you've been praying for the right thing to come along to help resolve this issue, and it will finally emerge. Number 3, good things coming in. Communication from somebody, arrows of love. Could be too much, too soon, too good to be true. Could be somebody who's trying to reach out that might be tricking you. You might have other plans, other ideas. You might be going somewhere else, doing something else, having another plan or trajectory in your life. You could be literally moving or taking off in a new direction. So the offer of this person could be a camouflage, or it might be a camouflage on their side, or it might be that you're just not interested because you've got other plans. And these plans are going to be highly successful. It's a launch of something new. You could be launching a business, an idea, a project, a side hustle. And if you haven't checked out my side hustle by sign on Threads, please do that, because you might pick up a side hustle there that's going to make sense to you. So there's a win here with a side hustle and a launch of something new. I'm also getting a car launch. Some of you are going to get a new car, number 3. There's something excellent that's happening around a car, a property, a home, a launch of something, a purchase of something, and a win. Overall, you're going to be the winner, okay? So it's saying don't worry about people trying to camouflage your decision and upset the apple cart. Just go with your inner feeling and open the road and go for it because it's there. Okay. Now, number four, good things coming in. Things are up in the air with a love interest potentially, or a love relationship. Could be that they have a financial burden or a financial issue to resolve. They might need time to do that. They could need a lawyer to do that. They might need financial, legal assistance, as in from an accountant or a lawyer, advice. There could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They might see you as the goddess, the empress, the one and only, the be all and end all. They might see you out of their league. They might not be able to live up to your true potential or your heart. They might not be able to live up to your heart's intention, your heart devotion, your heart's desire as well. I do feel they want a relationship though, so there could be a good happy ending in this situation, a relationship. They could sort out their legal matters and make you a decent offer. Are they going to? Yes, I feel that they will. This offer is going to give you a lot of happiness, blessings, and love. So I like that for number 4. It might take a while for, but it's going to happen. Good things coming for number 5. Okay. Feeling like you've hit rock bottom with something. You've had enough of somewhere, something, someplace. You're ready to move on to calmer waters. So it could be out of a relationship. It could be out of a work situation. You could also be, moving on from a situation or feeling very stuck. That it's difficult to move on because of your responsibilities, burdens of people who are trying to get at you, of work opportunities. You might be presented with a work opportunity. What does that mean? Okay. You might feel that if you leave the work, you might not find another one that is as satisfying as the last one. There's also romance coming in for you. There's work and romance coming in. There's moving on from something, that's for sure. Taking off and moving on. This might happen before or up to 7 weeks or 7 months, or the month of July. Could be significant. There could also be a Cancer prominent in your life. Could be you or an Aries. Cancer Aries combo. You're going to come up with a new idea for a new direction. So I feel like for those number 5s, the direction has been a bit of a stalemate, and you've been feeling stuck, but that is going to shift. It's going to shift with a new opportunity for work. There could even be a new love opportunity. Yes, happy marriage, happy homes. It could be a combo, actually, number 5, love and money. Could also be with a man who is an Aries, Leo, Sag, or a woman. Or you could be the High Priestess. You could be the one who is the very intuitive one, the one that's manifesting, guiding things in the right direction. If you do marry this person, you might have a child with this person. And there does look like this person is going to be a good business partner and a romantic partner. So number 5, I feel like your luck or good thing coming is something to do with a business and luck combined in a partnership. So I really like that one. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's have a look. What are we up to? Hi, Oaksy. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back. Hi, Elaine. How are you? You've got your Cash App in. Okay. Coming soon. Okay, fantastic. You can put your question in. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Let's have a look. Hi, Amira. Can I please have a reading from now until the end of the year? I'll just see if you put, Elaine, do you want to put your message in, your question down below? Lorraine, can I please have a reading for now until the end of the year in your love life, school, housing? School and housing are connected, so I have a little anxiety. Okay. And thank you for your 20. Thank you. Excuse me. Hi, Lorraine. Let's have a look. Now to the end of the year, so we're looking November, December. We'll do a single card and then a spread. Okay. And see how it ties in. Okay, love life. Yep, there is a love life there. Somebody's coming in, so that's looking good. School. They're going to offer you something, but you might not like it, or you might go for something else. Or there might be more than one option for you with the school. Housing. And that could be to do with the housing as well, the second card. You're going to keep on top of the situation at school and housing. It's going to end up balancing itself out, and you're going to feel like you've got what you need and what you want. I do feel there's a relationship there for you though, that's for sure. Let's have a look and see now to the end of the year. What else do we need to know for Lorraine? Okay, flipping card again. You've got luck there, you've got abundance, blessings. Okay. Yep, same card again. Keeping on top of the situation at hand. You might have a chat with a counselor or somebody in the faculty there that is going to help you in some way. There could be some legal aid or some sort of contractual person there that is assisting you, and they could give you another grant. They could give you another. Something that is going to benefit you in some way. Okay, on the internal, you're going to come out of this feeling very, very happy. You might attract a man who is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You feel like you've turned a corner with something. It could be that you've left the single life behind and you're moving forward into a couple's adventure, or that you've got maybe a situation here where people are being more cooperative, especially on the legal side of things. So that could be to do with school and housing, because that's all very legal these days. So I feel like there is a breakthrough with that. I feel like you're going to do well with your school marks or exams, etc. What do we need to know about the High Priestess? The love life seems to be good. The High Priestess is, you feel like you need a break or want to go in a new direction or journey, and it's saying that you're going to be offered something new that you don't see coming, actually. You don't see coming, this new opening or new direction. It could be a new job. It could be something to do with inside a school project, like they might hire you for a research project or something like that. But I do feel like you've got an unseen opportunity that's going to pop out of the woodwork in the school arena. So I wish you all the best with that. It does look good. It does look good, but having things unknown is always a bit of an anxious mode. Now let's have a look at Elaine. Thank you, Oaksy, for the 10. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Let's have a look at Elaine. I'm applying to an apartment I did through a virtual showing in the northeastern suburbs. Will it be approved? Okay. Thank you, Michi, for your comments. Hi, Megs. How are you? Thank you for your comments. All right. Elaine, applying for an apartment. Have they given you any idea when you're going to get notified of the approval or not? I still feel like this apartment is a stepping stone to get you somewhere. you know, somewhere else. Okay. You're worried about it. You're stressed about it. You're stressed about the money, the costs. You're stressed about the rent itself, which makes sense. I do feel like you will have the strength to win the battle, whatever that battle is. So it could be getting what you want. You do have lucky outcomes here and lucky new beginnings. You might even meet somebody on that side of town, actually, that actually could bring you a lot of serenity and achievement. I feel like it's a yes. I feel like you will get approved. Oh, you did not apply yet. Okay. Well, if you want it, you can go for it. If you're worried about the money, then maybe look for something less expensive. But you might meet somebody in the next area that you move into that's going to be more of a valuable person. Okay. You know, the prediction I did for you about living in somebody's, you know, second property on the same property could be actually in a different state. Could be where you're going, and it might not be in Florida, or it could be somewhere else. It might have meant that you had to go to Florida to get connected to him. So look for all of the private ads of people looking for tenants, one-on-one tenants. I feel it's behind a house. You know, you don't need to live in an apartment building with all of the drama going on. Yeah. The prediction on the presidency, Christine, has already been done. I did predict that Kamala would not get in. I didn't ever have a good feeling about her at all. And there's only one other option. Yep. So at the moment, there's only one other option. The next president will be female. She's going to be Latina, and it's going to be after the next term, and she'll be a Republican as well. Okay. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Oaksy, welcome back, my dear. Will I be settled in New York for a long time, or will I move in the next year or two? Will I move out of the US? Thank you. Okay. Well, I think you've got options of moving out of the US if you want. Will I be settled in New York for a long time, or will I move in the next year or two? Let's do an overview of Oaksy's movements. We'll do quarters. So we'll do winter. Okay, winter. Looks like you might feel like something's about to shift this winter, taking you in a direction maybe to move in with a partner or partnering with somebody in the spring. Summer things are still a little up in the air. Next fall, I feel for you is going to be, you're going to be exactly where you want to be. I feel like relationship is sort of taking priority here, or there's somebody taking priority here with relationship. You might actually marry somebody and move in with them. Could be the situation, or have some sort of an agreement or a contract with them. I'm not seeing you moving overseas, but that I could be wrong. I feel it's more about relationship focus. You might leave what you've built up and given up on behind you and move on somewhere, but it may not be overseas right now. Okay, so you want to stay in the States for now, yeah. But you're going to let go of what has not been working for you, and I feel move on to sweeter waters in the future. What country were you thinking of moving to in the future? Could be after 2 years. 2 years is a bit tricky to sort of look into, but we can actually pull a card on it. Just give me the name of a country that you were thinking about going into. And then I'll pull a card on it, Oaksy. Yeah, give me a name of a country after 2 years. Italy? Oh, okay. Italy. I don't know why I'm getting Poland as well for you. Why am I getting Poland? Italy. Italy much later in life for Oaksy. Let's have a look. Yep. Could be, or could be Turkey as well. Could be Turkey. Could be somewhere on the coast in Turkey. Could be also Italy as well. You know, Italy may not be in the best shape by the time you want to go there. So we're just going to have to see what happens with Italy. Okay. Hi, Bossy Megs. How are you, my dear? You might go Spain, or that Ottoman card, that Chariot, often reminds me of Spain or Turkey. Okay. Hi, Bossy Megs. Thanks for the 5. You're wondering about the voice you heard the other night. Okay. Let's pull a card on that. Yeah, you're going to have a feel into it later, I think, Oaksy. It's going to be about the situation of these countries later. I mean, all these countries seem to change their mind. Like Turkey just introduced a digital nomad visa for people up to the age of 55. And before they were closed off. It's just because they want money. You know, they just want more money now. They've thrown everybody out and now they want more money again. So, you know, these countries change all the time. Okay. What were you looking for, Christina? Yeah, I did that already, yeah. But I recapped for you so you know exactly what my prediction is moving forward. Okay. Bossy Megs. Let's first do a card on that. Was it your higher self? I feel like your higher self is in a good place. Was it your spirit guide warning you? No, I don't feel it's a warning. I feel like it is some sort of a message to leave. And you know that you're leaving anyway, but I feel like it's some sort of message to leave. And with that, you're going to, you know, take it in your stride. I wouldn't take these messages or voices from spirit too much to heart, because a lot of psychics do have this protection or not feel protected. You're going to go where you feel the most blessed, where you feel there's more abundance romantically as well, and also where you feel happier, where you feel like there's more interest in love actually, and more money. I don't know. You might even go to New York or close to New York. I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but you might even have a total change of, you know, direction. You might be thinking about options and looking at your charts and everything, and Des's chart, and seeing where, you know, where the most energy is coming from. Yeah. And I feel like at the moment things are a bit swirly. They're a bit squirrely, as we say. They're a bit squirrely. So things are kind of going a little bit around in circles. I wouldn't worry about this thing that you had. I think just keep on moving forward. Keep on going for the things that you want to go for. I don't think you'll be kicked out, Oaksy, no. But it might be a situation where you end up you know, going somewhere else, you know, just because you want to. Okay, Momoko, how are you, my dear? Okay, let's pick a love card for Momoko from Japan. How are you, Momoko? It's good to hear from you. Love card. You started looking again recently. Did you ever meet that guy at the like a local restaurant or something? Did you ever meet a guy just having dinner or something? Let's get a vibe on where Momoko and when. Let's do where. Could be through your work. Could be in a 3 weeks, 3 months. And when. Okay, this person could be a King of Cups, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You might also meet them near the sea or near the water somewhere. What else do we need to know from Momoko? Oh, very nice. No, it looks like it's coming together. It could be 2 weeks, 2 months. You could meet this person through work. They could also have links with the medical industry. So I don't know if you're doing interpreting for the medical industry or translating, but that could also be something that you get involved in. I feel like the person actually could be foreign this time round. There could be a Virgo as well. I would keep an eye out around your work and also around any local, like any restaurants you might go to for lunch or for, you know, after work. Okay. Thanks, Momoko. Yes, it is cold, Megs. Yes, it is. But you might need to go where the money is and where the love is. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like there's like love in New York, but you might have luck there. You're just going to have to sort of work out the best things. You could get some opportunities there as well. Oaksy, I feel like you might marry someone in the US and it's going to keep you there, so I wouldn't worry about it. Hi, Marla. Hola. How are you, my dear? Hola, Christina. Welcome back. Anyone for a last call? For you, Momoko, I'm also getting a G or a J sounding name, like a Gavin. G or a J, or a Gerard, a Gavin. It seems more like a G. Okay. Thanks, Oaksy. One more super chat for Oaksy. Let's have a look. The first color I'm getting is red, Michi. Red. Some people don't like red. Okay, prediction for your love life, Oaksy. Hola, Cassandra. How are you? Welcome. Do a shout out where you're from. Okay. Welcome, Momoko. Oaksy, jumping cards, we've got something legal coming up for you, definitely. Are you still working for that client who was meant to get you in his situation? I think you just donate. You can donate like American dollars, Cassandra, and it's just going to translate. It's just going to convert, so don't worry about it. Yeah. It's, what are you talking about? the coffee cup pre-order is $49 US. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much it is in Australia. You can do it in whatever currency you've got. Okay. All right, let's have a look. I just arrived home from the hospital. Okay. Okay, I hope everything's well. All right, Oaksy Love Life prediction. Oaksy Love Life prediction. And the last is Gabrielle. If I don't get anything after Gabrielle, I'll be closing. Okay, Oaksy Love Life. Okay, you're worried about money, Oaksy. Sometimes, you know, we ask one question, we get something else. You're worried about finances, the future money, which is a very big concern for a lot of people. Yeah. You know, this person could end up wanting to retire overseas as well, or move overseas. They might have money to live overseas. You know, you might end up living somewhere close to the US, but overseas as well. I feel like you might end up living with this person and married to this person sooner than later. They could be international. I don't know, they could be even from Latin America or something. Okay, what's the Four of Swords about? It's saying to sit and wait and not fret about it too much. I think that the worries about the money get in the way of, or about stability. Even though you might have money, it's about sort of like the feeling of being stable. It's saying not to focus too much on the love life, because I feel like that first reading you had, the love life was just whizzing on in, you know. And it's almost like when you don't even think about it, that's when it happens. You've got a Virgo here. You've also got Three of Rods. So it could be looking further out of your jurisdiction, but it's saying not to stress about it. Whoever's going to come in could come in quite quickly, but just be careful, because some people come in quickly are love bombers and they don't have any substance. They've got the Seven of Cups energy. They're just all over the place. Okay, this is who you want. It's the King of Pentacles. So you might have to be patient just to get this person in. So just keep on focusing on whatever it is that you're doing in the meantime. And if you want to get out of New York, you might get out of New York, you know, and that's where this person might be. So it might not be until you get out of New York, you know. So yeah, that's how it is. Thanks, Oaksy. You're most welcome. Hi, Gabrielle. Hola, amor. Okay. You applied for office assistant job at a special education position. If offered both positions, which one would be more beneficial? Okay. Office job and a special ed position. Okay. Good question. Office job and a special ed position. Anyone for a last call, please get it in now before we close. Office job for Gabrielle. Let's just pick one card first. Special ed. Both of them are very mysterious. Okay, let's have a look and see. Office job for Gabrielle. It's giving me a no. Special ed. Potential yes. Is there a third position that's going to come up for Gabrielle? Yes. There could be a third position, Gabrielle, that is more beneficial than both of those positions. Okay? I'm getting something to do with faculty, something to do with college, university. something connected to that. Just go for it if you see something. Even if you don't think you're qualified, just go for it. You might get it. Okay, Jackie Johnson. Thank you, Jackie, for the 5 and for the 20th donation. Is it in my best interest to apply for a temporary position at your current job, or will you receive the offer with more pay? Okay, is it in your best interest to apply for temporary job position in the current work environment? Yes, but I think you can ask them for more pay. Should you ask them for more pay? It's a yes. Should you go and speak to HR about it? I feel like you might speak to your manager about it better. Just say you want to apply for another position, but you want more pay. See what they say. Will Jackie get what she wants? Yes. Let me cut a card. Will Jackie, that was not a yes or a no. Will Jackie get what she wants? Okay, you're stressing a bit too much about it. Just watch your back there, because there could be some snakes there in the work environment. I would also, because of those cards, I did feel like you could get what you want, but I would also be looking for something that you want more, something bigger and better. I feel like you could get something bigger and better if you wanted to. All right, everybody, lots of love and blessings. I'm just going to leave the chat open for 30 seconds just in case there's anyone who wants to get a last minute in. Otherwise, we'll be closing. If you do want to pre-order a coffee cup for the next live, you're welcome to do that through my website, which is $49 US. And I do prepare the cup in advance and get it all ready for you, and it gets read first and is quite in-depth, as you've seen the first 2 coffee cups I did at the beginning of this reading. And otherwise, you can just join for the super chat. It'll be on the weekend, probably Saturday night US time, Sunday morning rest of the world. Most welcome, everybody. Most welcome. We'll just do any last calls. Any last calls. Put your hand up. Thank you for joining, everybody. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to leave the chat open for 30 seconds just to see if there's any last calls that pop in. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next live. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Have a great day. Have a great night, great day, wherever you happen to be. Thanks, Jackie, for joining. Good to see you. Thanks, Michi, Bossy Megs, Oaksy, good to see you again. Cassandra, Momoko, Marla, Christina, Elaine, and everybody else, if I've missed out on anybody, and Lorraine. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks, Jackie. See you soon. Ciao for now.